By the time the sun set on Saturday night, I was still on the couch where I'd started the day hungover from the night before. And I decided it was time to muster up the strength to get myself something to eat. I wasn't going to make it far, so I decided on the short walk down the street to Annie Bailey's. I went there, I got dinner, and my bartender friend who works at TELUS found out where I was and asked me to bring her dinner over for a work shift. And she'd give me a drink for free. So I agreed, begrudgingly. I wasn't going to go out, but I'd stop by for one. And I went over and I was sitting there, kind of babysitting my drink and having a chat with my friend, when a nice-looking girl approached the bar where I was sitting and ordered a pickleback, which is pickle juice and whiskey. And my friend said, "Oh, I'm so sorry, we don't have any pickle juice here." She said, "Do you have any olive juice?" She said, "Yeah." And she said, "Okay, just use that." Kind of a strange order. I've never heard of that one. I said, "Wow, that's a new one for me." She said, "Oh, yeah, it's pretty good. You want to try it?" So I tried it. It wasn't good. But we got to talking, and she introduced herself. Her name was Willow. I said, "Oh, that's a nice name, like Will Smith and Jada's daughter, Willow." She says, "Funny you say that. My mom was a New York police officer, and she was working a red carpet when she was 7 months pregnant with me. And Jada Pickett was on that red carpet. And she came up to her, she's like, "Oh my gosh, you're pregnant, what do you do? What do you have?" And she's like, "I'm having a girl and I'm gonna name her Willow." She's like, "Oh, Willow, I love that name." Well, apparently, she stole the name from her mom. I said, "You expect me to believe that story?" But as far as I know, that's how it went. So then we get to talking. She said she's in from out of town on business, just in for the weekend. And she was asking, I heard there's a speakeasy downstairs. I was like, "Yes, it's a good spot." And she said, "Well, do you want to go?" So me, her, and her friend went down to the speakeasy, and we ran into my good friend Johnny Beyonce, one of the good guys in this town if you haven't met him. And he has this fun game that he's playing at this table. So we join in, and we're having a blast, a lot of laughs, and we noticed this couple sitting next to us. Kind of handsome couple, tall blonde, and like this kind of handsome put together guy with his dangly earring. Always wanted to wear a dangly earring. He was pulling it off beautifully. I never could. So we noticed them looking over at us and was like, "Hey, do you guys want to come play with us?" And they said, "Sure." So we start playing with them, and we come to find out that they're on a first date. They matched on some, Tinder type of thing, and they were on a first date. And so we're having fun, we're laughing. Next thing you know, I kind of feel my leg getting run to the table, and I'm looking, and it's the girl on the date with the guy. And then a little later, Johnny turns over to me, and he's like, "Hey, I think that girl's into you." I'm like, "Isn't she on a date? I was kind of trying to get with Willow here." And Willow was really cute. She had this real kind of hair like Mary Tyler Moore, like really put together, Italian. Really cute. Really wanted to spend some time with her. At this point, the liquor from the night before was mixing with a couple drinks in there, and I was getting a little buzz going, so I got up and went to the bathroom. Well, the girl that was on the date, the first date, not Willow, followed me to the bathroom. And she's like, "Hey, what's up?" I'm like, "What's up? Aren't you on a date? What's going on?" She's like, "Yeah, he's kind of boring me. You're kind of cute, though." I'm like, "Hey, I appreciate it. It's very nice, but I'm really trying to, I just met this new friend." So, "Yeah, okay, whatever. So we get back from the bathroom, and we go in, and our whole friend group's gone. I'm like, "What in the hell? Where did they go?" And they're like, "Oh, maybe they're upstairs." Okay. So we go upstairs, and there's a band going, a lot of people, and we can't find them. I'm like, "Oh, what the hell?" Good band, though, so we kind of start dancing a little bit. And again, I was a little drunk, and the next thing you know, she's kissing me. I'm like, "Oh!" And I kind of realized what I was doing halfway, and I pulled away, like, quick, and I looked behind us, and there they are. Willow, Johnny, the date. Tangled Web, indeed. Like, oh my God. I kind of was like, no, went over. I was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry, blah, blah, blah." And the date guy was like, "Whatever, I'm glad someone's getting some action." So I tried to make things up with Willow because, I really, and she's like, "You're a nice guy, but what can I do?" I don't blame you. I did get the other girl's number. We hung out a few times, but that's the end of my story. Thank you.